Dave Kahle adapts many now common time management processes for the specific use of salespeople in the field. His underlying assumption is that it is much more difficult for outside salespeople to apply the usual techniques since their lives are so filled with uncertainty. Plus, salespeople tend to be action-oriented, so they don't commonly want to spend time planning or setting up systems. But, Kahle argues, such organization is critical to success in sales. While Kahle claims that most time management principles and tactics totally miss the unique challenges of the field salesperson, the material he covers in the book sounds very familiar. It echoes many other books about goal setting, problem solving, decision making, and effective selling. Get Abstract finds that while this may be a helpful review of fairly common material in the guise of time management, the information is hardly unique, although its focus on salespeople's needs may give it additional value for them. Takeaways: when you manage your time, you focus on doing meaningful activities, and you feel energized to do them well. As a first step, get grounded, so you are guided by deeply held beliefs that give you a sense of purpose. Think before you act. Plan and strategize what you are going to do. Keep your thinking on target by analyzing, prioritizing, planning, imagining, and reflecting. Prioritize your sales accounts. Put the most energy into the customers and prospects who are most likely to result in better financial returns. Respond to change and uncertainty by staying in control. Systematize whatever you are doing. Stop doing what is less important or unnecessary to get rid of the gunk in your life. Decide on your best prospects by rating their quantified purchasing capability, QPC, and their ability to be a good partner with you. Find ways to nurture good relationships so people will want to help you. Summary: why salespeople need time management. Today's rapid pace saddles any outside or field salesperson with more on-the-job pressure. Customers are more demanding. Voicemail requires more telephone time. You can't just drop in on customers, you normally need to make an appointment first, requiring still more phone time. You probably have to collect more customer information than ever before for your company's database. And if you work with a team, as more and more outside salespeople do, that's another drain on your time. Your management of time will bring you positive results more quickly than any other single aspect of your job. Thus, to be more effective in sorting through all these demands and choosing activities that will make the most sales and money, you need to manage your time well. Time management will focus you on doing the most important tasks and will help you reduce or eliminate activities that drain your energy. The results: you feel more energized. You have a psychic boost. You get more done more quickly. You have better results. Effective. Time management allows you to eliminate those things you must do that wear you down, sap your spirit, and weary your psyche, those weakness-generated tasks. Research supports these claims. A recent National Society of Sales Training Executive study found that the best superstar salesmen are obsessed with time management because it helped them achieve more and bigger sales. If you are like the typical field salesperson, you probably like action and being out of the office. But don't let this emphasis on action block your success. You additionally need to be disciplined, so you think about where you are going and why. This enables you to develop systems and routines to guide you. If you are independent and able to make your own choices about how you spend your time, then you must be more disciplined and attentive to time management than people who work in other jobs. At the same time, be flexible and adaptable, skills you need to be responsive to your often unpredictable customers. If you encounter a crisis, deal with it. Think about your job when you are away from your customer. Spend the effort to plan and set up systems to use your time more effectively. Determine what works and then do it. No matter how proactive and well-planned you may be, your customers' requirements are always the unknown, unpredictable X factor. The following 10 secrets of time management will help you to make the best use of your time, get grounded, be committed to some deeply held beliefs that give you purpose and direction. Think about your actions before you act. Think right, which means think effectively about the right things. Prioritize your customers and your prospects so you spend the most time with those who are most productive. Stay in control, which means staying on top of the flow, so when changes and uncertainties occur you can best deal with them. Get rid of the gunk. Stop doing unnecessary tasks. Set up systems so you have a step-by-step way of doing things. When you have an effective sales process, stick to it. Develop and sustain relationships that help you. Find balance in your life. How to get grounded. Getting grounded means being securely anchored by some truths you deeply believe that help guide you on the job every day. Being grounded means that you are securely fastened to some deeply held, basic commitments that give shape and focus to all that you do as a salesperson. The three elements that keep you grounded are: you have a mindset that inspires you to do more, have more, and become more than you are here and now. You believe more opportunities exist and you go for them. You have a time management strategy to guide your efforts, based on being both efficient and effective. Being effective means doing the right things, so you achieve the best results. Being efficient is doing whatever you do in the least amount of time. You have core values that give you a sense of purpose and direction. Your values might include believing in learning, humility, quality, knowledge, integrity, and open-mindedness, while seeking a better-than-average profit. To determine your values, create a list of values and choose those that are most important to you. To embrace and hold those values, write a statement committing yourself to them. Think before you lead. Make a habit of thinking before you act. Spend 20% of your time thinking and 80% of your time acting on what you have pondered. Your goal is disciplined action, such as following a planning cycle that combines events and processes. The more mindset concerns itself with not only doing more and having more, but also in becoming more than you are now. A typical cycle includes a yearly planning retreat lasting about 1 to 3 days. 4 quarterly planning sessions lasting about half a day to a full day. A planning session each month lasting about half a day. A weekly plan to guide your activities for that week. Preparation each day for what you will be doing. Preparation before you make a call, pre-call preparation, reflection after you make a call, post-call reflection. Schedule thinking time every day. Use planning retreats to set sales goals for your territory, carefully analyze your customers and prospects, and establish your own goals and strategic plans for your most important accounts. Use quarterly planning sessions to review and tune up these decisions and plans. Each month, create a master plan as your basic operational document. Make it concrete, 1 to 3 pages long, and include monthly goals, goals for key accounts, a learning plan, and a weekly territory plan. Plan each week during the preceding week, and take 30 minutes at the end of each day to plan the next. Before a sales call, prepare by setting goals for the meeting. Afterward, reflect on the session, consider what went well and what needs improvement. Think about the right stuff. Learn to think about the right things the right way. Master these 5 crucial thinking processes. 1. Analyze. Break your job down into its component parts. Start with major tasks, such as dealing with customers, working with prospects, interacting with other employees, writing reports, planning and learning about your products or services. Break these tasks down with concrete criteria. For instance, analyze customers by type, or break down tomorrow's tasks according to different business areas. 2. Prioritize. Focus on your best customers and prospects, so you invest your time and energy for the maximum return. 3. Plan. After you analyze and prioritize almost everything you do, create a plan for next week by listing all your possible activities. Then, set priorities for what to do first. Begin this planning process by assessing the situation. Clearly define your goals and objectives. Establish an action plan with implementation steps. Gather the necessary resources or tools such as company literature. 4. Image. Visualize the particular situations you expect to engage in, such as making a sales call. Mentally rehearse like an actor, so you can perform well. 5. Reflect. Contemplate about something you have already done. Consider what went well and what didn't and why. Notice problem areas and improve upon them. Prioritize your prospects and customers, identify your highest potential customers and prospects, and devote 50% of your time to them and the remainder to others. To measure potential, examine the ratio of the likelihood of a possible payout versus time invested. Think about it before you do it. Measure potential by two factors: quantified purchasing capability, QPC. This is an objective measure of how much customers could buy from you if they bought everything they could, usually calculated on an annual basis. Partnerability. Make a subjective analysis of how likely it is that a prospect or customer will become a partner, perhaps based on the chemistry between you. Spend approximately 20% of your time thinking about the other 80%. To do this analysis, get out your calculator and work with the numbers. Derive a rating for both the QPC and partnerability. Use these ratings to divide accounts into A, high potential, B, and C categories, so you can devote half your time to A accounts. Stay in control and get rid of the gunk. Unexpected and unpredictable events come with the sales territory. To stay on top of the flow and in control, take these steps. Continually reassess your priorities and, as needed, reprioritize what you are doing. Follow the money. When overwhelmed, do the tasks quickly that make the most. Be prepared to use your downtime. For instance, take work to do while you wait. Don't react immediately to events. Choose when to react and how. When an opportunity arises, such as an unexpected caller, qualify the value of that opportunity and prioritize it along with everything else. Say no as needed. How you think has more impact on your performance than any other thing you do. Get rid of the gunk, the unnecessary work that can clog up your day. For instance, rather than taking time to pick up sales literature at the office, keep some in your car or home. Don't just drop in on prospects hoping someone can see you. Call ahead. Instead of making small talk with colleagues, spend that time with customers. Delegate whenever possible. Set up systems and effective processes. Set up good, reliable systems to spend less time doing a job and to maximize its value. Create effective processes, such as procedures for making appointments and tracking accounts. Establish an account profile form on your computer to enter customer and prospect information. Use tickler files to remind you of necessary tasks. There are a few thinking processes that are essential for you to master if you are going to be an effective time manager. They are analyzing, planning, prioritizing, imaging, reflecting. Apply this systematic approach to setting up and following an effective sales process. For instance, use a laptop with contact manager software to gather and maintain data about customers and prospects. Target your attention. Focus on building relationships, which are at the heart of successful selling. Understand your customers well enough to match your product to each customer. When a customer buys, follow up to make sure the customer is satisfied and leverage that satisfaction to offer more opportunities to buy from you. Nurture good relationships and the good life. Seek relationships with people who will help you find qualified prospects, such as customers who may be willing to refer you to their colleagues. Get some help making calls for appointments, checking prices, or mailing information to leads and customers. Maybe you can even entice your spouse or teenagers to lend a hand. When you analyze, you first select the thing to analyze, you then select the criterion, and then you break the thing apart using that criterion. Finally, try to keep your life in balance so you work as effectively as possible. Learn to accept personal responsibility, be willing to take risks when they offer a good chance for a favorable return, and maintain an attitude of openness. About the author. Dave Kahle has been the #1 salesperson in the country for 2 different companies in 2 distinct industries. He is a consultant and educator who helps salespeople improve their performance. He has published more than 400 articles and authored 3 books.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you learned something from this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And if you're interested in getting your own copy of the book, you can find it on Amazon in audiobook, Kindle, or hardcover format by clicking the links in the description. These links help out the channel and would be greatly appreciated if you could use them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.